Yeah, there seemed to be a lot of optimism in this community after that game, taking a ranked team all the way down to the wire. Are you guys beyond the point of moral victories, or do you have a lot to take from that game?
Yeah, we're kind of beyond the moral victory aspect of it, and Coach Leach has never said this is a moral victory because I think in his eyes there's no such thing. I mean, a win is a win, and that's the only kind of victory he knows is when we have more points than the opponent. So that's what we're really trying to get to right now.
Can you talk about some of the positives in the game against Stanford and some of that fuel that you can use from that into your next game against Utah?
Yeah, I think that the offense and defense and special teams really played together. I think finally offense had the defense's back, defense had the offense's back, and we really played as a team, I think, for the first time this year and came together. And when defense got to stop it, it fueled us, and we put points on the board. And at times when we faced adversity, we came back on it, like the pick six, and then the next drive go down and score, which was huge for the defense as well. So we kept ourselves in it. We grew a lot, and just going to continue to build on it.
Jeff, did you kind of tell yourself before the game to take those running opportunities?
No. I mean, I've been thinking of. I mean, I've just ever since the first week or so, and Coach Leach have kind of talked about it. When it's there, I just take it. You know what I mean? So just kind of instinct, I guess.
It seemed like it was a really great moment there at the end of the game on the 3rd and 21 when you threw it to Bobby and he missed the catch, and on the very next play with the game on the line, you went right back to him. What did that say about the kind of the trust that you have in him to take that situation?
I think he's a great player. I think he can be as good as he wants to be, and the coaches really get on him about practicing like that every day because you can't just show up and be like that in the games. You got to do it day in and day out, and Coach Leach likes to call guys like that frauds because they're good in the games but not so in practice or whatever. So Bobby's a great player, made a fantastic catch of the year in my eyes. So I mean, I'll keep feeding him if he's going to keep making plays like that.
Seen much film in Utah?
Not a whole lot, no, but I've seen some.
Are they mainly the same guys as last year? I mean, and obviously the big guy in the middle.
I think so for the most part. They got a lot of returners, and they're a good physical defense, like they were last year.
Is there confidence playing on the road? It seems like you guys, Oregon State and Stanford, haven't been intimidated by that and gone out and played pretty well.
No, there's no intimidation factor when you go on away games. I mean, at least for us seniors, I mean, you've been there, done that. It's not like, we're going to someone's house and it's, like I said, an intimidation factor. You're just going and playing football.
The 10 sacks, how much is that the line? How much is that you, or how much is that just Stanford?
It's a little bit of everything, like what you just covered. The times I could get the ball out quicker, times O-line, missed a guy or whatnot, and I mean, then you got to tip your cap to the front seven of Stanford because those guys are some of the best in the country, I think.
You just accept going into a game against them that you're going to get hit a certain number of times, even if they're not all sacks, but just that they're going to get to you because they're.
Yeah, without a question. I mean, I think that'd be stupid of me to go in and be like, man, I really hope my jersey stays clean this game, or I expect to not be touched this game. It's just it's not really how I go into. I expect to get hit. When I run the ball, I'm gonna get hit, and just how I play the game. Don't really think about it or worry about it.
You threw for over 400 yards on Saturday. Can you talk about the running game and are you guys trying to get that more involved in Utah?
We are. We're trying. I said Stanford was not having a run game at all. Did a really good job defending it, but at the same time, a lot of the quick game and stuff was there that Stanford was giving us. So we just took what they were giving us, and I'm going to continue to read the defense out and just try to take what they're giving me.
Does the progress that this offense has shown throughout the last couple of weeks, does that make you want that fifth year of eligibility that much more?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to come back and throw for a lot of yards. So just concentrate on this year right now, though.
That being said, are you guys kind of taking a different approach to this final stretch here? Has anything changed since week one as far as how you approach each game?
I don't know about how we approach each game. I mean, Coach Leach has been really getting on Connor and I about preparing and watching as much film as humanly possible. So me and Connor have been in there watching a lot of tape, just trying to see, just pick up on anything. You pick up one or two things every day, and it's a gain. So, but as far as like practices and preparation and practice and all that, it's been pretty much the same. We compete a little bit more in practice and keep score, offense and defense, which just promotes competition and guys that practice harder. But other than that, nothing's really changed.
Would you say there's more of a sense of urgency now to go out there and really perform?
Yeah, without a doubt.
There were some questions early on the season about the mental toughness of this team, and I think you guys were the first ones to admit it. But after the way you guys, came back at the end of that game, do you feel that issue is basically over now?
It's tough to say, honestly. This football team has shown a lot of toughness and not so much at times. So I think toughness is a matter of consistency. So just because we show it one game doesn't mean we're a mentally tough football team. But I think it's going to keep growing and building if we can take teams down to the wire like that. If a few of them are going to end up going our way here, so we just got to keep ourselves in it. And we need to just and turn some of those in our favor. So we'll see, I guess.
Jeff, can you still feel good about this season, or feel like this was a promising season if you don't make a bowl game?
It's a tough question to answer, honestly. I mean, I have personal goals, but I mean, team goals come way before that for me, and it'll obviously be a letdown and disappointment for them if we don't make it to a bowl game. So, it's just a tough question. It'll be tough.
Still nothing from the NCAA on that correction?
Nope.
Still undecided whether.
Yep.
Going back to Utah, what do they bring physically to the field?
I mean, like he said, really the guy in the middle, Star, he's a real physical player, explosive player, one of the best, if not the best, nose guard or D tackle in the country. Other than that, I think they play real disciplined football. I remember them last year. Just a tough team, kind of pound and ground offensively, and just a tough football team. I think really that's their biggest things. They're disciplined and tough.
What do you remember about last year? I mean, I don't you didn't play that game, but I mean, went down to overtime, lost by 3. Kind of is that any external motivation as well?
I mean, it's a new year, new coaching staff, new everything. So we're both different teams. So I mean, I'm sure we'd like to get them back for last year and show that we should have won that one. So, but other than that, nothing too out of the ordinary.
Is there actually something to be said about playing elevation like that?
I personally haven't really noticed it much. I'm not running as much as other guys though, so I don't know. Yeah.
Anything else in the room? Questions on the line for Jeff?
Hey Jeff, Bud Withers over in Seattle. Marquise obviously didn't get as many snaps the other day with Dominique in there. Can you weigh in a little bit on Marquise's season and his transition to the new staff?
I mean, I don't think I'm in the position to say who should start and who should not. I'm a player, not a coach. But I think everyone in this organization knows how good Marquise is and can be. And Dom did a lot of good things last game as well. So we got two guys who can play at that position, and that's where I'm going to leave it.